I'm on the campaign trail here in Tasmania, and barely a day goes by that I don't find myself talking to a former Greens voter who has sworn that they will never vote for them again. This is because the Greens are suffering a deep identity crisis. On the one hand, the Greens Party insists that we have to decarbonise the economy. We have to achieve net zero carbon dioxide emissions within just a few short decades. Okay? But at the same time, they are opposing any of the mining operations that are necessary to give us the metals, the minerals and the resources needed in order to decarbonise the economy. We need vast wind farms, all of the concrete, the steel, the composites, all the electronic components and the chemicals. We need vast solar farms, the size of entire suburbs. And we need grid-scale battery backup so that we can recharge our electric vehicles even on a rainy day. That is an awful lot of stuff that has to get mined out of the ground. So you can't have it both ways. You can't say we must decarbonise the economy and you're not allowed to increase your mining operations at the same time. You have to pick one. And the Greens membership are recognising this contradiction, this identity crisis. What's happened is the Greens have become a party of problems with no real solutions. But here's the ultimate irony. I'm running as the lead Senate candidate for the Liberal Democratic Party. The funny thing is that even though I'm not personally convinced of the need to decarbonise our economy in the first place, it's actually my party, the Liberal Democratic Party, that offer the policies that make it possible to do that. For example, we want to remove the prohibition on nuclear power so that we can actually access the safest, yes, you can look it up, the safest and among the most reliable forms of baseload energy known to the human race. We also recognise that Australian mining operators are some of the most environmental in the world. Bob Brown on TV yesterday said that we shouldn't mine these resources in Australia, we should let other countries do that. And he named a few. But those are countries that we know have terrible environmental records when it comes to mining. If you actually care about the environment, then you would want that to be mined here. It's good for our economy, it's good for us geopolitically and from a national security point of view, and it makes sense environmentally. In fact, we support all kinds of responsible resources industries, the timber industry, hunting, fishing, farming, and of course, mining and resources, energy being another one. If it's done well, it's a good thing. Human flourishing has depended on these industries to make our way of life possible. Can I encourage you to have a look at the Liberal Democratic Party? We are the party of human rights. We are the party of freedom, and we're a party that has real leadership and real solutions. My name's Topher Field. I am the lead Senate candidate for the Liberal Democratic Party here in Tasmania, and I would really appreciate it if you'd vote number 1 for the Liberal Democratic Party.
Authorised by John Humphreys for the Liberal Democratic Party, Mount Waverley, Victoria.